once again to my channel. In this video, I'm showing you the ways I cut my okra vegetable, or you both call it okra. So okra, whichever one is fine. So this is how I cut my okra for draw soup. This is, I mean, like when I'm preparing ogbono soup and I need to garnish with okra and not sometimes I combine with okra and maybe with ugu and uziza leaf, then with some okra will give it some other extra touches. So this is how I cut mine. I could also split it into two, just to, the idea is to make sure that the okra vegetables are bold in the soup. I really don't like this for okra soup because in my opinion, or as far as I'm concerned, it doesn't cause the okra soup to bind properly. So this is the method I use when I'm trying to use okra for my ogbono soup. To identify a good okra, you just snap at the tip and then it just breaks very easily, meaning that it's tender, fresh and good to go. If it's tough or it's very difficult to snap at the tip, then it means that your okra is not good enough for the soup or whatever it is you want to use it for, meaning that it has over matured. So this one I have sliced into 4 places and I'm cutting. This is the best method I prefer for my okra soup. This is also very simple to cut. The initial one was just to cut them round or just slice into. This is in 4 places, 1, 2, which gives you 4 different sides. And then this one slices are smaller than the initial one, and this one causes your okra soup to be in between, like it's not too bold, it won't be too slimy, and it won't be too bland, if that is the right word. Slimy, I don't know, pardon me. Okay, this is what it looks like. Yeah, so I don't know if the right word is slimy, but we with the common word we use is draw. If you use this method, this second method, your okra soup will draw quite all right, but not so much. The first method, you hardly even get any drawing out of it. So this third one I'm going to be showing you is the one that will cause your okra soup to draw very well. And should you decide to use this particular one for your ogbono soup, you're going to have your ogbono soup drawing at a grade 5 level. So you want to be careful with that, except of course you like your okra ogbono soup to draw very well. This is much these slices are much smaller than the previous two. And if you like, you can decide to combine all three, choose to use all three, and then yeah, everybody at the end of the day, it's all about what your preference is. Personally, I prefer my okra soup to be in between, not to draw too much and not to be too bland, except I just want to Korea, that I just want to lick and enjoy the vegetable, not like I'm using it for swallow or anything like that. So I'm just trying to split all of this in different bowls to help identify and also explain properly all that I have said before. So I'm about basically repeating the same thing that I have done before, just cutting this one into small shapes, round, like if okra was rounded, I would have said coin shape, but it's not rounded, the edges are not round. I managed to get that small slice from it. It's not always easy to come by, but yeah, lucky me. Okay, so this is basically what, very simple. Like I said earlier, you can just put the knife through the okra once, and then that means you've sliced or cut it into 2, and then you keep cutting. This method I prefer to use, like I said earlier again, for ogbono soup, not for okra soup. This second one in this green bowl is the one I prefer for my okra soup. Very easy to cut, and gives you a perfect base for okra soup. That is my own preference. You can choose to do it however you like. By the way, I learned Oyibo people usually fry their okra. Do you know anything about that? I personally cannot imagine how it tastes. If you do, please share with me. I like to learn a lot. By the way, okra soup is a very easy and simple vegetable to use for your meals. It is also very healthy. If you're broke, okra soup may be a very quick soup to run to, a quick recipe to run to rescue yourself out of that situation. So this is the third method, using the grater. There are various graters you can use to make to grate your okra. This is a typical one, but any other grater you decide to use is, to still give you the same result. It may not be, the texture may not come out the same, but it gives you absolutely the same result. Okay, back to what I was saying. If you're broke, okra soup is a soup to run to. With this particular method, with this grater, which gives you really slimy okra at the end of the day, all you need is just to have stew at home. If you have stew, you just take this third method of slicing the okra, this particular one I'm doing right now, and then just steam it with some salt and pepper, and then mix with your stew, and soup is ready. Alternatively, if you have fresh fish, if you cannot afford, or you're not in the mood for some oporoko, dry fish, and all the garnishing things, you just use fresh fish and prepare your okra soup, and you're going to have a yummy okra soup at the end of the day. Okra soup with fresh fish is very, very delicious. You want to try that. It's a cheap soup to make, very pocket friendly, and you don't have to break the bank to get your okra, delicious okra soup. However, if you're making okra, please, and you're not planning to finish it that same day, try not to overcook. In fact, on the first day, that day you're making it, once you put the okra and it just boils for just a few, let's say, seconds, just get it down. You want the okra to still be doing tra 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 while you're eating it. That's the fun part of it. Besides, it's healthier for you. You don't want to overcook your vegetables, because by then they are already dead, really. As far as I'm concerned. Okay, so, and you want to bring it off fire and transfer to a pot or a bowl that is not cooking, so that it doesn't keep cooking, and then you can freeze. By the next day, you still have some reasonably edible okra soup, and by then the vegetables won't have died completely, and you still enjoy your meal, right? So this is a summary of what we have done. This is the method I prefer to my okra and my ogbono soup, bold and beautiful. This is one I prefer for my okra soup, medium sized, perfect combination for me. And then this one, very nice. You can use this if you like, emergency okra soup, combo, anyhow, any which way is a way. So, has this video helped you in any way, and do you like what I have shared with you? If yes, please subscribe to my channel. Give me a thumbs up, and then click on the notification button if you subscribe, so I can get notified anytime I share any post. Also, drop your comments below, share with your friends. I'll be glad to read from you. I'm glad to hear from you. If you have any opinions or any thoughts, if you want to share with me any recipe, Weibo recipe, how to prepare okra soup, please feel free to drop your comments below. Until I drop another yummy video, which is coming right after this one, okra soup recipe. See you. Bye.